Parker is burning $100,000 every single day. And his golden goose is his most desperate gamble yet. That is what we are here for today, that is the breakdown. And if you think Parker Schnabel has this season under control, stay with me. Because the numbers behind the scenes tell a very different story. Welcome to the breakdown. If this is your first time here, you picked the right episode to start with. Because what is happening in Season 16 Episode 18 is not just about gold, it is about survival. Because Episode 18 is not a filler episode, it is not a bridge. It is not the kind of episode you put on in the background while you do something else. Parker burns $100,000 a day, and Golden Goose is his most desperate gamble yet. That is the story. That is what every scene, every decision, every tense conversation in this episode is really about. And I am going to break it all down right now, the sneak peeks, the trailer moments, the stakes, so that when you sit down to watch, you are watching it the right way. Do not go anywhere. Let's get into it. Here is what most Gold Rush viewers see when they watch Parker Schnabel. They see a young miner who built an empire. They see confidence. They see a team that runs like a machine and a wash plant that pulls gold at a level most miners only dream about. And all of that is real. Parker has built something genuinely impressive over 16 seasons of this show. But here is what those same viewers do not always see. They do not see the burn rate. They do not see what it actually costs to run an operation at that scale every single day. And the number, the real, daily operating cost of Parker's claim, sits at approximately $100,000. Per day. Not per week, per day. Equipment lease costs. Fuel, crew wages. Maintenance. Excavation, water management. Every single day that clock resets to zero, and Parker needs to find enough gold just to break even before he makes a single dollar of profit. $100,000. Every single day. Now hold that number in your mind, and add the Golden Goose. The Golden Goose is Parker's big play this season. It is the claim, the cut, the ground that Parker has put his chips on to deliver the gold he needs. And the word that the title uses for that bet is not ambitious. It is not bold. It is desperate. Desperate. That is a specific word and it is doing a lot of work. Because desperate means the margin has shrunk. Desperate means the comfortable options have already been tried. Desperate means Parker is not operating from a position of strength on this gamble, he is operating from a position of need. He needs the Golden Goose to pay out. He needs that ground to give him what he has bet on. Because if it does not, if the Golden Goose underdelivers, the math gets very ugly very fast. That is the pressure sitting on Parker Schnabel's shoulders in episode 18. Not just the chase for 10,000 ounces. Not just the season total. But the daily relentless financial burn that means every hour the Golden Goose does not deliver is over $4,000 gone. Burning. Whether the gold comes out of the ground or not. And this is what makes the Golden Goose storyline so compelling, because Parker has been in positions where everything is riding on one decision, one cut, one section of ground. What we know about Parker from 16 seasons is that he does not panic. He calculates. He adjusts. He makes the call that the numbers demand. But even Parker cannot force the ground to give up gold that is not there. So the question over every single scene in episode 18 is the same question. Is the Golden Goose going to pay? Is the ground going to deliver what Parker has gambled on? And if it does not, what does Parker do next? Because at $100,000 a day, there is no option to wait and see. Every day that passes without results is a day the season gets harder to save. Now let's talk about what this means for the bigger picture of season 16. Parker still needs significant ounces to hit his season target. And the Golden Goose is the ground he has identified as the best chance to close that gap. Which means this is not just a financial gamble, it is a season-defining gamble. If the Golden Goose delivers, Parker's numbers move, the burn rate gets covered, and the season stays on track. If it does not deliver, Parker is facing a situation where the costs keep climbing and the return keeps falling short. That is the cliff edge this episode is walking toward. Watch Parker's face every time someone gives him an update from the Golden Goose in this episode. Watch whether the numbers coming back are what he expected, or whether something is shifting. Watch how he responds when the crew reports back, because Parker under financial pressure and Parker chasing a target are two very different energy levels, and both of them are on full display in episode 18. Watch the equipment. At $100,000 a day, every breakdown, every delay, every hour of downtime is not just frustrating, it is expensive in a way that compounds. A broken machine is not just a broken machine. It is $4,000 an hour leaking out of the operation until it gets fixed. Watch how the team responds to any mechanical issue in this episode with that number in mind. And watch the gold rush. Season 16. Episode 18. Parker burning $100,000 a day. The Golden Goose as his most desperate gamble of the season, a financial pressure that does not pause, does not slow down and does not care how good a miner Parker Schnabel is. This is the episode where we find out if the gamble pays. If this breakdown did its job, hit that like button right now. It costs you nothing and it genuinely helps this channel reach more Gold Rush fans who want this level of detail before every episode. Subscribe if you are not already here because we do this every single week, no filler, no fluff. Just the numbers and the story behind them. And drop a comment below right now, do you think the Golden Goose delivers, or is Parker about to face the most expensive disappointment of season 16? Tell me. I want to read every take. I will see you in the next one.